That little window over there is where the master electrician operates the show, and immediately adjacent to him is the stage manager's booth, where the stage manager calls the show from, calls the cues for the show. And we're going to go around the corner and find our way to that location right now. This is the entryway. Just behind us is that ship's ladder that we came up to get to the grid in the first place. And we're about to walk through the dimmer room. These are our dimmers, vintage 1967. This is the master electrician's booth. That is the console from which all the stage lights are operated. And immediately adjacent to the electrician is where the stage manager lives. The stage manager sits at this window. You can see a view of the stage, a little bit restricted, and the stage manager has his prompt book right here, calls the cues on a headset, and the operators of the electrical equipment and the sound console take his cues. The new arrangement for the stage manager will have somewhat better, we hope, visibility from this location. There will also be a new position for the stage manager to call the show from the audience level if we'd like to do it that way. This is our patch panel that was the means by which we connected the various dimmers to the various circuits in the theater. This is technology which hasn't been current for about 20 years, but we're still doing it this way. Next year, no more. We'll have electronic dimmer per circuit technology, and all of this stuff will go away. Okay, so this is the sound booth. This is the old sound booth in the old Mark Taper Forum with a lot of very, very old equipment, some of which has already been taken out. It used to be that the sound operator actually ran the show from up here. Unfortunately, he couldn't hear what was going on the stage at all. It wasn't a very good situation. But this all is going to be replaced with new equipment, and around the corner there is access to what we call the sound pod. It's a little balcony on which the sound operator lives. He can hear the show much better, but in the new taper, the sound operator is going to be down in the house with the audience so they can really hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Here we are in the sound pod where the sound operator runs the sound system for the show. You can see these are the ceiling clouds right here of the taper. And he doesn't really have a very good view of the stage from here. He's in the same space as the audience, but he can't really hear it the way he should in order to be able to really understand what's going on acoustically in the space. In the new taper, this operating position will be on the same level as the audience, directly below where we're standing. The ceiling clouds will be completely replaced and totally reconfigured. Some of the clouds will be higher, and some of the clouds will be lower underneath the catwalk, so that they'll alternate high and low. And the lighting positions will happen between the catwalks. That's how the audience, how the stagehands will have access and visibility to the stage. As you can see over there, there's a little work light that's shining on it. That's the lighting bridge that was actually suspended below the ceiling. We inserted that bridge about 7 or 8 years ago when we were doing a show called Space that needed some projection positions, and we never took it down because it was so beloved by the lighting designers because it was such a great lighting position. In the new taper, that position will be part of the architecture of the building, and it won't look like an add-on the way it does right now. The acoustic ceiling panels are being completely redesigned by our acoustician Jaffe Holden Associates. They're hopefully going to improve upon the already pretty terrific acoustics at the Mark Taper Forum. We take pride in the fact that the taper is a place where you can see a play without amplification. You can hear the actors from any place in the audience, and the new taper will be no exception. We're working very hard to make sure that that happens, and in addition we're doing whatever we can to make the ambient noise in the room even less than it is now. You can hear whirring fans and air conditioning, and that is going to be minimized in the new version of the taper. Back in the dressing room area here on the second floor, keep in mind that wall won't be a wall anymore. It'll be simply a continuation of the hallway that we're currently in with dressing rooms on either side. There'll be a hair and makeup room on the same floor as the actors. This will be such a luxury for us. And this is the old mechanical room, which is going to become dressing rooms. And this is the found space that really made all of this backstage readjustment of the Marte Perform possible. Follow me. Here we are. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're in the middle of the air conditioning system for the Marte Perform. And as you can see, it's got lots of very large things that are doing, that perform functions that will that in the 21st century can be done by very small things. And that's why we're able to find all this space and put it to better use. If you follow me through here, past all the air handlers, we're headed toward another ship ladder. Here we go. This ship's ladder leads us to a floor, a mezzanine level, that's on top of the chorus dressing rooms in the current configuration. This is going to become the new wardrobe department for the Marte Perform. Look at this wonderful space. Just air conditioning equipment up here now. This is going to become, this entire area here is going to become the wardrobe department. Where I'm standing now is going to be an elevator. And off to here will be a room which will lead out onto a catwalk, which walks directly out onto the grid over the main part of the auditorium. Look at all this wonderful space. I can imagine how many washing machines you could put up here. I mean, now we have 2. We could have 3. Or even more. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Found space. Nobody knew this was up here, except for the people in the building services department. And we're so grateful to have found it and to be able to put it to such good use. This gear overhead, that's going to go up onto the roof, so that the air conditioning units, the air handlers, will be actually on the roof. You can see the curved dome of the Marte Perform directly over our heads here. The new air conditioners will sit on the roof, but they won't be visible to the people on the plaza because there is a parapet that goes around the drum of the Marte Perform that is actually higher than the roof itself. And all the air conditioning system will be sitting in the space that is concealed by that parapet. The only place you'll be able to see the air conditioning system from is the restaurant on the 5th floor of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, and they're going to try to dress it and make it look nice so that even for them it won't be ugly or anything. So this is the Marte Perform. It's been a source of real pride for us on the technical end to be able to shoehorn some pretty fantastic productions into this building over the last 4 years of its existence. But we're really excited about what this new Marte Perform is going to be and how much we're going to be able to accomplish with 21st century technology and real elbow room to do some very exciting things.